When I was laying down, I was thinking in about how important this day was for so many people. And I was thinking about, all of what is wrong with people. It's not all people. It's in all people. It's not all people. And it's definitely not a skin color or a ethnicity or I think about one of the most interesting, and I've been thinking about this for weeks, actually. I think about one of the most fucked up dreams I've ever had in life. I mean, this was a really really fucked up dream. If you, so I'm just letting that be stated. And really, it was uh, it was bait. That's what it was. My dream, it was bait, just like I've been used for bait. That dream was bait. The dream is that I was in a room, sitting in what could be easily described as a soft leather patchwork, something looking straight out of Jeepers Creepers. There is a fireplace growing, and in some dreams there was a tiled floor, in others there was a rug. And the whole room, other than this chair, the whole room was covered in spikes. All over the room, there was spikes. And as I sat in this chair, the most fucked up part of the dream was that there was an assortment, a batch, a bin of buttered babies. Yeah, yeah, this gets better. Some popcorn, towel. So that after I reached into the bin and pulled out the assortment of buttered babies, I would then fling them against the spike wall. I knew this dream was fucked up. And I spoke to the people that, at the time, I trusted enough to speak up about it. They wanted me to write a picture, draw a picture of this. Now, when I say that this dream was used as bait, there were people who then started to hear about this dream that this little boy had a couple times. And they started to come to try to infiltrate the dream because they were jealous that I had a spike room with a batch of buttered babies. And I can't even make the joke I want to make right now, but I will say, it's like, well, did you use the butter? Did the popcorn have butter on it? It's like, no, I used the butter from the buttered babies. Rotisserie wall, man. All greasy. Everything's greasy. Sitting there like the true king. And I watched how certain people got jealous of that dream. Now, the people that I trusted to tell this to, and the rumors and everything that started, the people who were jealous, and the anger and hate that I've seen in their faces. Why do you get to be the one? Why do you get to be the one? Now, over the past few weeks, I've been thinking of that dream here and there because of so many things that have been in the direction of who I should contact. Because of the things that I know that are happening. And I made a statement yesterday, amongst other things, that everyone in our country, everyone, is a part of treason. Now, I still try to have faith that what I'm doing is correct. The reason why everybody has committed treason is because they have used a technology that has pretty much given access to foreign governments the whole time. Every single person has used this. The people who knew, either they've spoken up and disappeared, or they've tried to twist the narrative to fit their own means. And for this, there has been overturns constantly, waiting for what I could only imagine the people who look like the wrong people. Did I say that right? What I could only imagine as what looks like the wrong people. No. Sorry, my brain's just a little bit fuzzy on these words right here. I was saying, as these people have all been they've all had the opportunity, if they were as smart as they were, to step up and speak about the same things that I am speaking right now. And why it was treason. Now, was it treason as far as this is what needs to happen? It's going to happen. This is what needs to happen. See which ones could be honest and not honest. Create a game and see who plays. Who's got the willingness to play? Now, if I say the rest of what I could say, it would only depend on if those people are not aware that people were aware. Talking about a major other country. There's no need to get mad at these people. Nor is there a reason to get mad at other nations who people consider the bad guys. Oh, those dirty, dirty, dirty such and such. I want to say that it's too much power for one person. And yet, that one person would be so busy constantly, all the time. See, people know that they're trying to do what they're trying to do, and that's why I'm taking freezing fucking cold showers in the middle of fucking winter. Why trying to make one of the most important choices in American history. And yet, is it my choice? Should I let it go on? That is my choice. Should I let it go on? Or should I willingly sacrifice myself to the mercy of people who I'm not sure are there or not? Because other people will go and speak the lies and the more lies, and it's just tiring. It is tiring. It's like I was saying about religion. It's like this. It's like everybody has a creation story. And yet, which one's right? I could tell you that. I could tell you. That even the ones who have tried their hardest to trick me, I have seen the beginnings of their lie. I have seen the things that they found thousands of years before they ever even understood what they found. And from that, the world of technology was born, and the lies increased, and then came a time period where truth What is truth? Truth was to be optioned onto the table for everyone. Now, that truth, slowly but gradually, has been manipulated by this group or that, these people or that, this person or that. I have been viciously attacked to the point of uncomfortable situations more times than I think I can only say if only I seen a movie even close. To be silenced, to speak to only those who I think are listening. Whether it looks like I have video views or no video views. And I face that choice to piss off an organization that, although seems absolutely terrifying, or piss off another organization. It just doesn't end. You see, because it comes right back down to everyone. 99% of this country, or better, has committed treason on themselves. What is their punishment? Who will punish them? They seem to not realize they are punishing themselves. I think about people right now that are like George Washington. You know, it's not really like he was wanting to be a leader in a war that he would probably rather be fucking picking apples off a tree and getting his dick sucked. Seriously. Not forcefully, hopefully. Right, Washington? But by somebody willingly. Or the great minds. Which I don't know what the fuck Einstein did, but I'm thinking Einstein fucked up for them to fucking slice his brain into fucking slivers and shit, and then eventually fucking have Jesus chew on his brain slivers. It's like, okay, that's a joke, but that's real. That happened. Really did. And it's like, I think about the Martin Luther King, who knew more than most people. Reverend, right? Wasn't he a reverend? So he had to have known about the other side of life. Because there are people that become priests for their own confusion, and then there are people who become priests or reverends of spirituality. And I'm not saying that they don't have, in some cases, nefarious purposes. The darker side of life. Black magic. What some would consider also, too, to be magic or white magic. Magic in general. And I don't want to go too far into all of that. It's just that I know what I've seen in life. What people have shown me. What I probably would have figured out, I'm only guessing. I'm only saying. I'm not insulting. What I might have figured out myself because of the things that I started to do as a child that then I had to give up my own teachings and forget about my life so that others could use my life for supposedly a better cause. And I wanted to believe that they had suffered enough in their world, in their spirituality, that they could make a difference. And the things that were explained to me about things that sounded almost impossible, I believed them. And I still want to believe them. I watched how other people found out about those ideas and they started to try to grasp the power of that type of decision making. And should it be somewhat controlled? Yes, but that is something that is a very, very powerful for most people, that is a hard decision. No matter how much they think that they are prepared for. Oh God, I want to just say that it's like it's because this is the only light part of this whole conversation. It's like, yeah, it's like, remember that time that I made the phone call and then I freaking just somehow, some way it all linked together, and then freaking somehow I found myself being photobombed. So then I started to go to myself and say, holy shit, look at all this fucking porn. And I was like, let's start to fucking go through all this porn. And I started to play Pictionary with all the different people and faces. And I said to myself, wow, it's like, why do these people all look alike? It's like, that's crazy. It's like, but then it's like even further. It's like, well, then in my dismay of whacking my freaking my non whacker stick at that point, because it was like, why the fuck is it just, why is it that I'm just constantly, because I was being drugged by radioactive diamond dust. But in the meantime, it's like amongst all the porn, I still managed to somehow jerk off to fucking pictures of houseplants and IKEA furniture. Cheers to me. Fucking cheers. That is a story. But within doing that, I also saved a couple of the fucking situations that this planet would have been facing, and or some that people were not fully aware of, which sounds absolutely fucking batshit. You'll, I bet, believe the fucking porn story. I bet you won't believe the fucking other stories that I have to tell, because that is human nature. And that is why a lot of people, no matter how fake they can fake it for, this is an honesty thing. This is a trust thing. And I don't know sometimes if I trust people. But I know that, it's like the way that I've seen people try to judge me, and I'm saying I know who I am. Because if I wasn't who I was, all the people who came to me, that's why I know there's so many lies in the world. And that's why this whole thing should have happened right at the time that it should have happened, which is now, which has been since I was born on planet Earth, which all of these things are so complex that it takes more than one person. But then it gets so saturated with people who, if I was to sum up that in simpler words, there are people that honestly work in places that don't even know how to make a freaking hamburger the right way every time. That is just how complex it really falls down to being simplified. It is complicated. Fear is a factor. In a world where fear gets fed upon by those who have let go. If anything that I'm saying right now upsets anybody, or from day one that we tried to improve something, and it was totally improving. It was totally improving. Improved. It was all improved. Because these things have been known about for so long. And a lot of that technology came from literally somebody finding a piece of technology almost 2,000 years ago. Seriously. $26. Oh, I don't like having a clock. I have done what I thought was right for every single agency in our country and never once got paid anything for it. I've gotten poisoned and beat more times physically. Mentally, mentally I got beat down. I never got that, but I'm thinking that that's why I'm just, it's that sheer whole, like, just, I know how fucked up, and that's just what I'm saying here. It's like I'm not going to think about all of that because I'm not going to let that eat at me too much more. It's like, this is so, it's like I look at the people that are helping people that it's okay. So many things that I was saying to myself. Going down the different pathways of the different agencies, about the people, the faces, the possible bloodlines, the ones that are waiting in the wings just to come up from down below. And yet over the past 20 something plus more years, 20 something plus more years, so many people have not done the right thing, knowing full well why they got into certain job fields. And that's where I'm saying it's like I have to have some sort of faith in people that I shouldn't have no faith in by now. Make no mistake that people have seen this speech before. And yet, I wonder to myself, are my words coming out at the exact same time? Are there delays in what I'm saying? Are there differences in what I'm saying? Right now, right before I upload this video, is there any differences in what I'm saying or the actions that I'm doing, holding the cup of coffee, looking here to there while I'm speaking to the camera from the side? In those videos, like the videos that I seen when I was diving into the fucking endless supply of fucking governmental porn, uncovering bits and pieces here, and yet the fucking length of the videos there, but yet the 3 different versions, 4, God knows how many actually. I think there was like 6 different. If I say 6, it's like actually it was just a whole bunch of different pieces, but it was all like about 3 different videos of a video that I wasn't even in. Fucking a girl who was definitely legal enough to fuck with a wedding ring on, but the 3 different versions of that video were an extra person was there in one of the videos. The girl was missing her 2 front teeth in another video, or 2 other videos. And then in one video, whether it be the other 2 videos or not the videos, she was beautiful. And then on one of the versions, she was possibly sporting a small cock and a pussy. And it's like, fucking what the fuck? It's like, I had to call my friend over and be like, is that me in the video? Is that me? And they're like, yeah, that's who's the girl? Who's the girl, Aunt? I was like, I have no fucking idea who the fucking girl is, but she's calling that guy that you just said is me, her husband, and it's fucked up, you know? And then when I took the videos and I literally was looking at the background of the videos and looking at the background